Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Start the game. Coming out with it, it's Flores. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bruins offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Nittany Lions offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Wide open downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Back to the ground with the running back. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Working the middle, it's complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It's complete to the right. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on third down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Flores. Stopped just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little touchdown, Penn State! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant, and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll go to the ground, and he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. A shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage. grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over Washington. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Ernie on the Jets. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's 4th down.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Allard. Using the quick game. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Pushes ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Powell.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of...
They brought the heat and they got him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold. Ball changes hands and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets away from one. He's got space. He smashes his way through again. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, and getting him on the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Sets up the screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. They'll go to the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bruins will punt this one away.
Number 49, on to punt it away.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Aller. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job of the defense knocking it down, getting the ball in the net.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. and they'll just down it right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Aller. They'll run the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Nittany Lions are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
He's open on the right. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on first and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. And see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. On the run, it's Singleton. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Aller. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try the run. Finding an escape route. Wide open spaces. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cox. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Flores. He's loose. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy. Up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Matthews. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to the back on the option to give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. A little bit. Up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it himself. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough, keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you've got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Blasted as he lets it go. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
For quarterbacks, we always talk about soft focus around you, hard focus downfield. That quarterback was dialed into his wide receiver with laser focus, knowing he's going to get hit, not too concerned about it, though, and that's why he was able to complete that throw.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense in press coverage. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. It's complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9. turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Aller. He's going for the big play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They've got them Penn deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it down the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. They boot it away on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds. around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The corners are walked up tight. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wide receiver. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, it's 3rd and short, so you look for your easiest throw and easiest completion. That's to the tight end. He makes the catch, and you move the chains.
Quarterback running on the draw. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Bruins are marching down the field. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. They go to the ground. And maybe... Back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Finds the tight end. Oh, out of space. They make the stop, but the sweet Bruin catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bruins decide to punt it away. And leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. Still running at the 40. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for space. It's Singleton. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Nittany Lions are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's Allard. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UCLA offense is back on opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Grabs it in the middle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now it's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to keep it in the air. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield. It's Iamaleava. Rushes on him. Complete to the left. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. Stops the clock and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Got the first down and more. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Gets it out fast. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
Off-play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Iamanayava. Makes the grab. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down. We got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to push the ball down the field later on. And
touchdown, UCLA! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. From the gun. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Tackle is made at the 44. That's a first down for the offense.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Now on first down from the 43. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
To the air, it's Aller. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Fires to the middle. It's caught. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Penn State.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that's going to tie it up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Gets it out quickly. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Settle for a field goal with the first possession in an overtime period. Looking for the score. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they hit the big hit.
And the Bruins are threatening in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Looking for room, it's Woods. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime. It's really the most common type of upset we see every